hello there, I'm Détroit. Automatic drawing is a sort of meditation technique, but for artists. It's like a state of mind, or mindlessness. And I don't want that to sound like I'm Rock Lee opening the 8th gate or something. It's not a sort of illumination and enlightenment, reaching nirvana. No, it's something I believe that anybody could do. And it's not limited to drawing either. It's the state where you make your mind as blank as possible and you just touch the tip of your pen to the paper. You let the ink flow, or the carbon of your pencil, or your brush. It's very much like a writer does to get started, or to fight the blank page syndrome. You simply have to put your fingers on the keyboard. It's also what I'm doing right now, and what I do for basically every script of ink drawing videos. The hardest is just to start. Once you're there, you can feel like you can continue forever. Really, as soon as your pen is on the paper, you don't think of anything. You don't imagine the full artwork or even the kind of pattern you're gonna make. You let your hand talk. Again, I'm not trying to bullshit you with anime talk like you're one with the pen and with the paper, but it's kinda close to be honest. The only thing you use is the muscle memory of your arm, your wrist and your fingers. You could even look away from your drawing, although I don't advise that. I might make a drawing video without looking at all one day, and I won't even tell you. Because you can't see my face, it's not like you could tell. But today I was looking, but without looking at the same time. I was seeing, you could say. But I solely relied on my hand to do the lines. And because of that, the lines are clunky. They're not really smooth, and sometimes they touch each other when I think it would have been better had they not. But it's completely fine, it's part of the process. Again, to do that, you can't hold on to the notion you had of the drawing before starting. Whatever happens, happens, and that's fine. The result will be unique anyway, and that's what's great about abstract drawings. You might get inspired by a pattern or use somebody else's style, but what you do with it is completely up to you. It's the same as buying the same equipment as someone. Two people with the same pencil won't draw the same thing, so think of it like that. Really, automatic drawing is not a hard thing to do. Don't concentrate, and just start. And if you don't like what you're doing, or if you find yourself out of it and trying to make it look a certain way, stop and start over. Or don't. Either way is fine, the main goal is just to draw. Start doing it whenever you have a bit of time, like 20 minutes or so, a pen and a piece of paper or a sketchbook. It's especially good when you don't know what to draw. Maybe your nonsense sketch will inspire you to do something else. And even if the piece is really horrible, which I believe is subjective and can't really happen, then at least you've been drawing and doing something productive. Honestly, I can't tell you how many shit drawings I've done while being in that state of not really thinking about the drawing. But it's time I don't spend watching TV or scrolling on my phone mindlessly. I think it's a healthier thing to do and you learn a bit more. That's why people consider it to be artist meditation. I'm not an expert on meditation or anything. I hardly ever even try to meditate, but I think it fits the definition. You put your entire mind to one thing and one thing only, free from distractions, and you just let the thoughts flow. It's like when you put music on a Sunday morning and you start dancing alone in your room. You just don't care and it feels good. Except it's not dancing, but it's drawing. And you don't really need to know how to draw. I'm not saying that abstract drawings don't take a lot of skills, because that's simply not true. As much as it's a mumbo-jumbo of lines every time, it still takes a lot of effort, training and skill building to make a good abstract illustration. But anybody can still do an automatic drawing, just like anybody can meditate. If you ever decide to try it for yourself, even if you're not an artist, don't forget to send me what you drew. You can reach me on my Twitter or Instagram or even Reddit. If I have enough replies, I'll even show what you did in a future video. Truth be told, today I had planned on making the third installment of my infinite drawing series, but I didn't feel like it. I couldn't get myself in the right mindset to continue a drawing. Because depending on how you feel or what music you're listening to, or the time of the day or your level of fatigue, sometimes it's just impossible to find the same mindset as before. and I think it shows on the drawing. Every time I've attempted to continue a piece when I wasn't in the right mind for it, I ended up butchering it and making a mess. It even ended up in the trash a few times. So instead of forcing myself, that's when I do this little exercise of automatic drawing. It's easier to empty your mind and start something new than find the perfect combination of states to continue a prior work. I'll still make the third part of the Infinite Drawing series soon though, just not today. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that's a short series of drawings I do on a very long scroll of printer paper. That's a very unusual shape for a drawing, and it makes it possible to draw a whole story in one drawing. It's like a very long sentence where the final period might never come. You can click the link on top to watch it. Ah shit, I got out of it. I wrote everything you heard in this video in one go, but now that I started to think about including links and stuff, I got out of the mindless state I was talking about. It's hard to reference older videos and try to get you to subscribe without a bit of planning. Anyway, subscribe, now is as good a time as ever. Really, I make 2 videos per week, either with ink in an abstract style on Thursdays, or digital drawings of characters, scenes, landscapes, etc., and that's on Sundays. In any case, I don't want to force you to do it, but seriously though, please subscribe. My Instagram is @d3_sd and my Twitter is @d3trois. I'm D3, like I've always been, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!